Tyler Hamper trying to slam the door shut. There's no rain that could slow down the parade of opening day, and we were so happy to have you out for the home opener in the first week of Grizzlies baseball at Chukchansi Park in 2026. Welcome to In the Den. I'm Tim Slack, and of course we're happy to celebrate 25 years being downtown all season long, and that means a ton of stuff. We had our first giveaways of the year with both the magnet schedule giveaway and the replica jersey honoring the 2015 National Championship team, but that also meant promo nights like SpongeBob night on Saturday night and Bark in the Park, and we're glad you came out. We had our first beer batter of the season. He struck out, and that was timely to say the least. And then our first Estrella Thursday as well. The promotions will continue on throughout the season. We'll tell you more about that. But we were also able to honor a ton of folks throughout the home opening stand, and that started with the mayor and city council and extended to some of our own, like our clubhouse managers of the year, Conlon McGuire and Julian Banda. Today on In the Den, we're gonna talk to them a little bit, hear about their stories, and see what brought them to Fresno and what makes this such a special place. We'll also take a look back at the week against the Stockton Ports, take a little inside look at some of our players and how they got to be a part of the Fresno Grizzlies, and we'll take a look at the coverage of opening week from our friends at KC24 and CBS47. All that and your inside look on In the Den. It's quite literally a Chamber of Commerce type of evening in downtown Fresno. 78 degrees, blue skies, and just perfect baseball weather for the Fresno Grizzlies home opener in 2026. 1-2 to Buchiro. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Angel Jimenez has his first strikeout of the season. 0-1. And Bernard broken bat flare out into left field. This is sinking down, and it drops in front of Max Durrington. Thought that might carry out to the left fielder, but he put on the brakes fairly early, and the Grizzlies have their first hit of the night. 2-1, and Clay cranks it out into right field. Long run for Guedez. Reaches up, he can't get there. It bounces off of the wall and straight away right. In to score is Fossum. Roganke stops at third. Clayton Gray an RBI double, and the Grizzlies are within a run. Same has been true of the sides. Payoff pitch from Barr, and Holiday pulls it on the right side, past Andrade and into right field. Into score is Gray. Brito speeds over to third. An RBI knock for Ethan Holiday gives the Grizzlies a 4-3 lead. With already the third Ports pitcher, Nelson swinging at the first pitch, lines it to left, under the dive of Durrington and to the wall. Nelson can fly. He's around second. He'll dive into third. Leadoff triple for Cam Nelson. And this is chopped towards second. Brito gets a high hop, flips the second for one. Holiday's turn in time. Double play. Runs in this game. 2-1 to Morris, and he sends a high fly ball into right center. Cam Nelson's got to be. He's under it. He makes the catch, and it's a glorious Tuesday night. The Grizzlies are victorious in the home opener.
My name is Julian Banda. I'm from a small town called Fireball, California. So I am the team's visiting clubhouse manager. I have been here since 2019. I started out as a bat boy. Got the job from a friend who was working in the clubhouse here when we were AAA with the Washington Nationals. I was playing football at the time at Fresno City. He reached out to me, said if I wanted to apply for a bat boy position. Didn't think I was be able to make it work with being able to have, meetings, school, practice, games, and everything. So reached out to my coach. He said, well, you're not really a starter, so I think you could be able to make it work. So, that was a reality right there where I knew it was time to start looking into, working and get the job. So somehow I was able to make ends meet and started out as a bat boy right there. And we're here from now. I cater to the visiting teams who come throughout the year to Fresno. My job is just to make sure they're satisfied with their stay when they're here on the 6-game series, which is Tuesday through Sunday. And every day, what every day looks like is, I show up the team to work out from 9 to 11. So I like to be here around 7:30, 8 o'clock, just to get things prepared. Get the locker room set up, their snacks, their toiletries, make sure that's all stocked, ready to go. When the game starts, I'm worried about getting their pregame meal ready. While they're playing the game, before the game, I'm prepping water jugs. I'm getting them gum, high chews, things like that. And then while they're in the game, I'm getting ready for the post-game meal. And this is all through outside catering businesses, so it makes it a lot easier for me. But just, they're calling me, letting me know they're here. So go out there, pick it up, make sure their food's nice set up for them when the game ends. And then we got to do their laundry and their uniforms. So I like to do the uniforms first. While the uniforms are getting done, we'll go ahead and do the laundry. And then it's just an everyday cycle for that. It wasn't too much, too hard of a transition either, just because being a bat boy, you also sometimes you are a clubhouse assistant. So you'll flip from there. But being a bat boy, you see the behind the scenes, and then being from AAA to now we're single A, it's an easy adjustment. Then also I didn't work operations, so I was always just around the stadium, always, eyes looking around everywhere. So it wasn't too hard of an adjustment, but definitely going from AAA to single A, we had to do a lot more things for the players when I was a bat boy. So being the clubhouse manager now, it's a lot easier as well. I think what I like doing the most is being able to seeing the players, the staff be satisfied with my work. They're here for a 6-game series. Sometimes the teams are here for either 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I got to build this relationship with them within that time frame. Being able to build a relationship with them maybe the third day, there's that gray, that awkwardness areas is finally out the door. So after the third day, guys start saying what's up to you. You start talking, personal life and everything. So being able to build that relationship with them and, being a low A baseball, sometimes these guys can be up to AA, AAA, or sometimes the big leagues. I've had a few guys make that jump pretty quick. So I feel like that's pretty cool to be able to see them acknowledge my work and being able to acknowledge them that, there's a good relationship there. So it's pretty much go back to like I was saying with the relationships, like you mentioned, you have a different group of guys, we start in April, we end late August. So I'll have two separate and different locker rooms. So goes back to building that relationship. Sometimes you'll have 1 or 7 guys that were there in April. If not, sometimes it's a whole different team, So the only challenge really is being able to connect to those guys. Sometimes the guys are from different countries, a lot of Latin players, or even when we're late in the season, you have some draftees coming in. So you have guys who are 18, 17, 19 years old. So you kind of got to let them know how it goes around here. Let them know, it's not college, it's not high school. So you are a professional. And I like to offer them, let them know how professional I am, and let them know that what the Grizzlies are. Yeah, so Colin's my right-hand man. I honestly wouldn't be in this position without him. 2021, he was a visiting guy, but I was just working an everyday operations guy. So 2022, he got the bump to the clubhouse, and he put a vouch for me to be the visiting guy, and so I give all credit to him. But every day we're talking, we're saying, hey, what do you think about this player, asking him to that. Or, when I won it the first time in 2023, when I found out that this was even a thing that they offered the award in 2022, I was like, wow, like I didn't notice that my work, was being evaluated by staff and coaching and players. So when I found out I didn't win it 2022, I felt like I had a good year that year, based on, my conversations with, players and coach staff that came through. So when I found out I didn't win it, I didn't want to say I had a chip on my shoulder, but I definitely wanted to prove something and be like, okay, let's take a step further. So being able to win it again for a second time, a lot more humble about it. I like to say it's a collective unit. This ballpark definitely helps out. We've got brand new renovations in 2024. So being able to have a real nice locker room, the stadium itself is already gonna, show that, we're the best. So it's definitely an honor. I like to represent the Fresno Grizzlies in the most professional way, especially on our affiliate partner, the Colorado Rockies. So I definitely like to show that we're all about.
Another picture-perfect day in downtown Fresno, and the Grizzlies coming off a terrific 8-5 victory on opening night against the Stockton Ports in their home opener, extending their winning streak to start the year to 3 games. They're 3-1 and looking to keep the good vibes rolling as they host the Stockton Ports for Game 2 of this 6-game series. Off pitch. Godez tied up, swing and a miss. And there's Parker's first professional K. 94 running in. 2-pitch from Parker. And that's a fastball. Rings him up. Andrade caught looking, and Parker with back-to-back Ks. That was 94 up and in. 21st pitch of the inning. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. And Parker strikes out the side in his pro debut. Down with an out. And this is bounced up the middle and through the drawn-in infield. Into center field, an RBI knock for Wilder DeLeese, who takes advantage of the infield. Here's Tanner Thatch, left-hand hitter in 250. And he sprays this down the left field line, a sharp line drive that's going to roll to the corner. DeLeese can fly. He loses the helmet, running around third. Relay from Camarillo to the plate is late as DeLeese tumbles over and scores. An RBI double for Tanner Thatch, and the Grizzlies have a 2-run lead. 1-1. Nelson drives it into center field. That's going to send Guedez back. It's over his head. Everybody can run. Guedez being chased by Gray. Nelson's got another triple. This one drives in 2, and the Grizzlies get the lead back 4-2.
It's a triple machine.
Last 2 nights. 2-2, and Brito ropes it into right field. Down for an RBI hit, and he's off to the races. Blanford trying to dig it out. Brito's digging for 3. Relay from Camarillo will be late, and it's back-to-back triples for the Grizzlies in the second. A 5-2 Fresno lead. 2-1 to Rogacki. And he flies one deep into left field. Back is Naylor. He's going to turn, and it's gone! Palakaye for Zach Rogacki, his first professional homer. 1 pitch, and this is grounded to second. Brito down to a knee. He'll take it, step on the bag, throw to first in time. Double play, and Brady Parker gets the Grizzlies right back into the dugout. 0-2. There it is. Called strike 3.
Wow. Great call.
Pitch. And this is served out into left field. Gray coming over into the gap. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it. It's a glorious Wednesday night. The Grizzlies are victorious. Well, it's a cloudy afternoon, and the clouds hanging over the Fresno Grizzlies a little bit on this Saturday evening. but they're looking to turn their momentum back. 1-0 pitch, and Bernard hammers this one deep right field. Blanford looking up, and it is gone. Palakaye, second homer of the year for Derek Bernard, and the Grizzlies take the 1-0 lead.
Gotta love the ambush right there. You know you're gonna get a good pitch. First pitch fastball, 90 miles an hour, right over the zone and just attacked.
0-1 pitch is a high fly ball to left field. That drives Naylor back at the warning track wall. Palakaye! It carries out to the power pod, power alley. And Wilder DeLeese carries one away. A 2-run shot. And the Grizzlies triple the lead. It is 3-0. 1-2 is bounced towards third. DeLeese gets the hop. He'll throw to second for one. O'Dowd's turn is in time. Double play. Second double play induced of the evening by Austin Newton. 2-2. And this is a high fly ball out to left
That's got
field.
A chance.
That's going to send Naylor back at the wall. It is gone. It carries out for Jack O'Dowd's first homer. And the Grizzlies get one back in the bottom of the inning.
That's exactly what we were talking about right there. You get a high fly ball going out to left field, get it up in this jet stream that we have tonight, and it's got a good chance to get out.
DeLeese has one to his credit already. He just missed one out to right field. And spinning around from the right side, the power pod, power alley might be in play right now. 1-2 though, and he golfs it deep out into left center.
There it is.
Back is Naylor. He will watch it go. Palakaye. A 2-home run game for Wilder DeLeese's third of the year, and the Grizzlies are golfing them out of here.
That's it right there. Get that inside pitch off speed. Good barrel on it, pull it, get it up into the wind. It's going to be hard to keep it in the ballpark on that side of the field, and he did exactly what needed to be done to get the Grizzlies back into this game.
0-1 pitch, and he hammers one way back there. This is gone! Palakaye! Brito's first of the year. The Grizzlies have hit 5 home runs tonight, and they regain the lead 9-8.
Wow.
Clausen got him. Ball game. It's a glorious Saturday night. The Grizzlies are victorious as they bash 5 home runs. They had the early lead, they fell behind, and then they come back. Rolly Brito's 3-run homer proves to be the winner. Derek Smith is going to get the win, and Seth Clausen is going to get the save as Clausen finishes it off.
Officially playing baseball, you hear your last name, and an announcer or PA person reads it, and it's Milos, Milos, so I've heard it a million ways. It's okay, it doesn't bother me.
Don't let that extra I throw you off. It is Milos, and these days, he's the one running the show at the ballpark, from playing the game to selling the game, and it all started with a job fair.
Nobody showed up. I was the only one that went, and I met the guys from Fresno, and a month later, I was here. I just graduated in May of 2008, and by early June, I had packed everything in U-Haul.
Under the scorching Central Valley sun, Andrew pulled into town. He started as a part-time sales rep. Along the way, he was mentored by former general manager Derek Franks, who recently stepped away, handing the reins to his number 2, just in time for the team's 25th season.
You know, it's bittersweet, right? Losing not only your mentor and your boss, but your friend. But I couldn't be any happier for him and more excited for myself to take the next step.
And that next step, it is all about the fan experience. Andrew says don't expect a complete overhaul, but you will notice some changes, starting with food.
So we're going to do things like a smash burger, spicy chicken sandwich, the tri-tip nachos. Speaking of Derek, before he left, he cleaned a whole plate of those himself. So I know they're good if Derek's doing that.
And attention to the little things.
This year, maybe not as exciting, but we've been able to renovate all the restrooms. Again, I know it doesn't sound exciting, but anyone knows if you go to a ball game and you can go to the restroom and it's nice and everything works is a big plus.
And even if you're not a baseball fan, there's still plenty to do. As a dad of 4, Andrew will of course be thinking about family-friendly fun.
We know everyone's not a baseball fan, right? So you got to be able to come out and have a good time. So the fact that grab a cold beer or a hot dog, take your kids over and let them play in the splash park, the bounce houses, all that's because we've been able to make this a facility we can be proud of.
We also talked about the Grizzlies' affiliations after Fresno dropped from a AAA to single A, a tough hit for the organization. But Andrew tells me the goal is to be ready should the opportunity come back around.
But we have a AAA ballpark. We put on a AAA experience, but every night there's some other team and some other player or coach that's walking through our gates. And we need to make sure that when they leave here, they go, you know what, Fresno is top tier. And that's what we're going to continue to do. So when and if that time comes, we're ready. Regardless of who it is or what level it is, that Major League Baseball, that the teams in Major League Baseball go, hey, we need to look at Fresno again.
And of course, it's not just baseball. Chuck Chansey Park continues to host some of the Valley's biggest events, from the Taco Truck Throwdown, Tequila Fest, and major concerts.
If you want to keep that close to your vest, that Bad Bunny and Taylor Swift are booked here, that's fine. You don't have to tell me.
I'm not even going to confirm or deny. I'm just going to deny, because we'll get in some hot water if we start saying that.
One can dream, right? But one thing we can count on, a fun experience out here, whether it's a game, an event, or a concert. And the next time you walk through those gates, you'll know a little bit about the guy working behind the scenes to make it all happen.
I think fans will see new things popping up throughout the ballpark every single year that they come here. So I'm super excited about that.
In this series, and he hammers one deep into right center field. Pacheco will watch it go! Out of here! The first home run for Ethan Holiday at Chuck Chansey Park. And it's a big fly presented by the Fresno Yosemite International Airport. A rocket to right. Still nobody out in the third. 0-2. And Gray, line drive over the head of Andrade into left center field. They're going to wave around Mendez. Blanford's throw is way offline. Mendez scores. Gray goes to second. An RBI single ties the game 1-1.
1-2 to O'Dowd, and he's going to drive this one high and deep out to right field. Out of here! Jack O'Dowd, for the second game in a row, has a home run, and the Grizzlies lead it 2-1.
Brito pulls it on the ground, the right side. Morris got a glove on it, but it ricochets into right center. 2 runs are going to score. Nelson be waved around, and then Naylor dropped it, and 3 runs score.
And it's a grand slam.
Luis Mendez with the Grizzlies up 3-1. Broken back, ground ball through the right side, into right field, a base hit. DeLeese will score. Over to third goes Klein, and the bat dies a hero as Luis Mendez extends the lead 4-1 Fresno in the 6th. 2-1. Nelson bounces it to the right side. Morris stumbling to his right, fields it, throws, and Alvarado is late. Nelson beats it out. Klein lifts a high fly ball deep into right field. Naylor back at the warning track, at the wall. It is gone! Klein carries one out. His first homer of the year. And the Grizzlies extend the lead 10-1 on the big fly by Matt Klein. Pitch, and Brito lifts one down the right field line. This one carrying into the corner, long run for Naylor, and it's going to bounce and bang off the wall. It gets away from Naylor as he turns around, and Brito turns into 3. This is roped to third, snagged by Mendez, and that'll do it. It's a glorious Sunday afternoon. The Grizzlies are victorious, and they take the series from the Stockton Ports, winning the finale 11-1 on this cloudy Sunday. Hey California, thanks again for making it a great first homestand of the year, and of course we can't wait to welcome you back in 2026. You got to get that ballpark pass or the friends and family deal, because there is loads more fun in store all season long, celebrating 25 years downtown. This week though, the Grizzlies are on the road, so I want you to keep up with the team. Tune in as I'll be on the road with the team. We're going down to the brand new O&T field in Ontario as the Grizzlies open up a 6-game road series against the Ontario Tower Buzzers, the new Dodgers single A affiliate. That'll start on Tuesday night. Every game you can listen to for free at FresnoGrizzlies.com/listen. And then Thursday and Saturday will be on 790 ESPN Fresno. Thursday night, it's a 6:35 first pitch. We'll start the Chuck Chancey Gold pregame show at 6:20. And Saturday, the first pitch is at 6:05, so we'll start the Chuck Chancey Gold pregame show at 5:50. But you can tune in all week at FresnoGrizzlies.com/listen. And then mark your calendars when you're keeping up with the team. You got to come back out a week from Tuesday. The Grizzlies will open up another series against the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, who are coming to Chuck Chancey Park, the new Angels affiliate, and we have a whole bunch of fun stuff on tap that week. The series starts on Tuesday, and then the promotions will go all week. We'll have the beer batter back on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday is the second Estrella Thursday of the year. It's also Adult Homecoming, presented by Fresno Social Sports. Friday night is K-pop night. That's going to be loads of fun, and that will be our second Fireworks Friday of the year. And then Saturday night is halfway to Halloween, as well as Community Outreach Night, which is presented by Chuck Chancey Gold Resort and Casino. And then the series concludes on Sunday. A lot of great baseball on tap. We'll have the concession stands rolling again. We've had some great food already. Can't wait to show you more of it in the next couple weeks, and hope you try it when you come out. But as always, we can't wait to see you at the ballpark.